Alright guys, so it is Saturday. We're back out here. We went and picked up the window parts from O'Reilly's, and now we're trying to attach the battery drip charger into the van so that while I'm gone and it's not being driven, it's still being maintained battery-wise. And we're going to work on the windows a little, and then I think maybe work on some switches and things like that, and look into some brake stuff, because when we were driving around, the brake light for like the, what would you call that brake? Parking brake?
Indicator brake. The light for the, whatever, dash light came on.
Yeah. So we're going to check some stuff on that because we're not sure. But other than that, everything else is working great. Dad's working on getting the drip charger set up.
That thing is on.
We've tried connecting it to areas that should technically work that are not direct to the battery. Right?
Yeah.
So we're going to experiment. We're going to try it out.
So we're going to see where do we want to run this cable.
Well, I have to be able to take that off, right?
No, not necessarily.
Oh.
You know, you want to... I was like, you want to be able to plug it in easy. That's not necessarily going to be a thing. Although it could be.
Could be?
Yeah, I mean... we could run the wire down through and then fish it out like right here.
Okay, and that's not going to be in the way of the fan for the radiator?
No.
Nice.
So then this thing can just live
on top of the battery?
On the battery or right around it. Oh, is there another twisty tie?
There's always another twisty tie.
Like right here.
As long as it doesn't like slide around or fall while driving.
Right.
But I'm sure we could secure it.
And then this thing can go around right here. And it just goes down the front of the radiator.
Yes. I see. Yes. Tying up the cables. Do we need zip ties? I think we get zip ties.
Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna use these the twisty ties that they had.
But I mean for like to hold the stuff to something.
Yeah, the zip tie is probably smarter.
Okay. Sure, I know where the zip ties are. Let's find out. Aha! A lot of zip ties. You don't need anything this dramatic. Let's go with, those are crazy long. Let's go with these zip ties. Like, there was like a few, but they were super long.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go get
great.
those.
I think that'll be perfect.
Okay, black zip ties. And that's it.
Oh, they got a whole truck full of stuff. So,
Oh. Well, 3 in the garage.
Yeah, they're all great. Breaks before it even starts.
They're probably pretty old. Alright, Dad's got it all zip tied in. Looks like it's working pretty good. We're gonna snip the long zip ties, but...
Yeah, go ahead.
Looks great. Thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, look how nice, fancy Looks like it's doing a thing, so. These are nice. Here's the brand new window motor regulator thingy that we got. Look how nice that looks.
And I think this one is the driver's side.
Okay. There's the dead one. Dad just replaced it. We matched it up, so this is the passenger side. What do you need me to do, Dad?
Well,
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's like I can't really do much in this thing.
Should I just like try to make sure the window doesn't move around too much?
Yes and no. So there's a couple things about this that, you know, all of this trim schmutz is cracked and busted up, and that probably should be replaced, but here we are. Because it's about the same thing. We'll have to take apart the window regulator and everything else just to replace that trim, but those trims are a week out. Nobody carries them and stocks them, so we'll have to look and see what that rubber is later. Oh. Partly why this thing probably got busted up or damaged is because it had gotten all kinds of water and crap down in there. So, you know, that piece of plastic rubber right there busted up. It felt, you know, it's not allowing the window to track properly. So that might be part of the problem. Oh. But we're going to throw everything with Corrosion X. So we're going to do that. So, yeah, I mean, once this goes in, I have to then bend this up. There's a slot in the track of the window. Uh-huh. Somewhere right in here. So there's a so like you have to get the wheel onto a track up in here where your camera's on this side.
Yeah, I was like, oh wait.
But there's a track right here, and then there's a track on the window that goes across all the way across here. Uh-huh. And so you have to pull, when you put the thing in, you have to put it in so that the track jumps into this one and gets into the window on this one. Mm-hmm. And then you got to push the thing all the way to this side and further to where the wheels kind of roll, where the wheel is right here and right here. And then you kind of have to work the other wheel up onto the other side of the window track.
Oh, wow.
So you have to feel that, and then you got to get, once those are in place, then you got to get the bolts to come through these holes. Mm-hmm. And what's interesting is I didn't see a hardware kit in there, did you?
No, it's just the regulator and stuff.
So I can't really tell if these nuts are the same. Like in one way they feel like they are, and in the other way they don't.
Really?
Yeah, they're not.
They're not the same? Why? Why wouldn't it come with hardware? Alright, so Dad's now trying to put it in, and we had to go to the store to get hardware. There.
Because the motor screws on to the back, so you can't just do it like that.
Oh.
So where this goes and how it goes in here.
I got the dead one, Dad. Oh, I see. It's like that coil thing. Oh my golly.
Okay. Okay, so when you get this, it has a motor on the side of it. And the screw, like the new parts, it has the screws mounting the motor to this side.
Yeah.
This whole bracket piece right here is spring loaded under that spring. So sometimes that spring will break, but if it doesn't, it's going to hold it in this kind of up position like this. So when you get the new one, it has the motor on the back of it. Okay. So then the channel for the window coming down this side,
Yeah.
comes down to here, or to about here, and then has a bracket that goes over here and back this way.
Yeah.
Well, the bracket for the channel of the window comes down this way, wraps under this thing and over, and bolts in like this.
Yeah.
So it's down on this side, under it and around it. So you have to get the motor and everything
On the other side of
on
that.
the other side of that bracket, and there's not enough space because the motor and everything else is about 2-ish inches, 2.5 inches.
Yeah.
So you have to take out the lower bumper. So in the bottom of this door is a bumper bracket
Yeah.
that lives down there.
So I have to put that back in.
So you have to take that bracket out so that you can get this thing in there. So you're going to dive it all the way down in there.
All the way down in the
That
door.
bracket's got to be gone so that you can get it into here so that this wheel will clear right there. That's how you have to
Oh
get it
my
in there.
golly.
And the motor and everything is too big.
Yeah.
So it won't hold up. Okay, so that's how you get it in there. Then you got to push it all the way back up to here.
Uh-huh.
And then you got to push it all the way back up into here, working all around your wires and everything. And your motor, bear in mind, is sticking out over here.
Yeah.
So you got to work that whole thing all the way up into here. And then you've got to work this side down into here around your wires.
Yeah.
So that where this bracket is, see how the bracket is right here?
Yeah.
If you can get it into here where your motor is here to here, then you can push that bracket the last little 1/8 of an inch or 1/2 an inch around
To
this
get
thing,
that
to get
around.
that bracket in, and that's where this bolt is. So you have to
Wow.
pull it around without bending it,
Yeah.
you know, because that's the channel your window's going to go into. So then from there, once that's in place, then the thing will start to slide around this way where the bracket is around it. You
Yeah.
bring the bracket around it, and you're going to bring it all the way up. So now once you're into kind of like this type of place, and again, there's no space because there's only between the window channel and the door frame, you're inside of a 1/2 an inch.
Yeah.
3/4 inch, maybe an inch of space. So then what you got to do is you actually have to lower your window down. And you have to take this one and you have to bring it down this way.
Okay.
And you're going to bring it down. You're going to just bring it down out of the way. You're going to get your window down to where you can get this one in
Which
first.
is the big one first.
This one has to go in first into this channel. And you have to bring the channel down to about here because you're not going to be able to get
Yeah.
this into about much more than that. So then you get this wheel in first.
Yep.
And then you push the window back up, which allows that to rotate back into place.
Mhm.
Again, you can't go much further than that. So that's why you have to bring the window down, because the window's going to come this way just a hair.
Yeah.
Enough so that when you rotate it and shove this over
It
up
can
against
reach.
that channel bracket, it'll reach that thing.
Yeah.
Then once you get that in, no problem. Now you spin this down, push the window back all the way to the top,
Yep.
and you're going to get this wheel into
That
here.
one.
That's the
Mhm.
next one. It goes in on this side of that channel right there.
For that rail.
And then once that one is done, then you can kind of slide this whole mechanism, because it's going to hold these two wheels on this side.
Yeah.
It's going to be able to slide, and you'll be able to get this up in there and slide this wheel onto the other side of the channel.
Yeah.
Then you bring it across over here and up or down, and it drops into where you've got your one nut.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so then the other part of this is I only have one nut
Yeah.
on this. So I'm going to tighten that one nut up just a little bit,
Uh-huh.
but then I'm going to have to turn the car ignition on
To test the window.
and run the window a little bit, because what's happening here is I can't bracket, well, maybe we can bring the window down. Yeah, we bring the window down
So yeah, you can see the rail that it goes on right there.
to there. So that's what I needed to do. So I didn't need to roll it down, I just needed to bring it down.
Yeah.
And bear in mind too, your new hardware, this new thingy,
Yeah.
whatever they call it. What do
The
they call it?
the regulator.
It doesn't come with hardware. And just for a heads up, that's M6 by 1.
by
M6 1.
metric. Yep. And so, yeah, you can see here, this is the main rail for the window. That one is the first one you have to get on first, right there.
So then bear in mind too, is those are nuts, M10, I put stop nuts on them so they don't vibrate out.
Yeah.
And on here I'm doing an M10 or an M6, I think this is 12 millimeter.
Okay.
With a lock washer.
Okay.
And if you look in this hole right here, you can't go very much further because the bracket and the gear is going to roll past this hole.
Yeah.
So it cannot be a long screw. So
it has to be short.
It has to be a shorter screw, 12 millimeter, 12 maybe 14.
Okay. And so
and it has to have a lock washer so it doesn't back itself out.
Exactly.
And I'm telling you, like, this might be the only content on the whole entire internet on how to put a door window regulator into a van door. I looked, there's nobody telling you how to do this.
Yeah, and this was absurd. And so this car is 33 years old now.
Yeah.
This is how rusty this window frame is. So that might be a problem sometime down the road, but that has to do with the gaskets that are aging and falling apart. So that was probably an hour, maybe 45 minutes of, I would say an hour of Dad getting his hands up in there, figuring it out because...
Yeah. So cut on my finger, cut here, cut everywhere.
Yeah.
Cuts all over the place, you're dirty as crap. Yeah, but that's what putting regulators in is.
Yeah, so just know that it's a little bit more difficult than it initially seems.
Yeah, and all the service manuals are like, slide the regulator back, disengage the wheels from the track. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Thanks for making it sound easier than it is.
It's not that easy.
Yeah.
And the fact that you have to weave it in, it might say something like, work the regulator around the brackets and out the service holes in the door frame.
So dumb.
Sure. It doesn't tell you have to push it all the way up into this side, weave it around, halfway bend the one channel bracket.
They would be like, well, we said push it. Push it around.
It didn't even really say that much. So I would say, like, in the future, would it be easier to remove the window rails in the back of here?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. And then get the regulator in place, but see, then you still can't really do the regulator.
Yeah.
You still have to work around that rail, and that's in the way. So
Yep.
I think the way I told you how to do it is kind of technically the only way to do it.
At this point, yeah. That we've found. If y'all have other ways.
There's a van guy that used to service stuff back out in the 90s, and he's like, oh no, we used to do it super easy. Just do this other thing. I'd love to hear from you.
Please.
Yeah.
We need help because we actually have to do the other door.
I ain't doing it today.
No, we're not doing it today. We'll make a whole video on just doing the door. Maybe get Mom's help while I'm holding the window to actually vlog.
That was asininely ridiculous.
It was insane. So this in the motor was the key problem that we've changed. And I have an amazing dad who is patient. So, yeah, but now he's putting that bumper one back on. Is that what you called it?
Yeah, it's like the lower bumper for the window. It smacks up against this lower bumper.
Nice. Yeah, but...
Here's something I'm noticing in this door, too, though.
Yeah.
As I'm noticing in this door, all the window gaskets and seals are kind of shot.
Yeah.
And so then inside this door is a lot of rust.
Yeah.
So, like, a lot of these screws are rusty. A lot of the, the bracket, that track that the thing is rolling in is pretty rusty.
Mm-hmm. So, we are going to figure out, because, yeah, you can see, like, this gasket here. The whole in part right here broke out. So, that'll be fun. It might entail taking apart the door again.
Yeah,
but
I'm sure it will. And that's kind of what I guess I'm saying is, like, I don't really have the time right now to do it, but I bet, yeah, we would be in this again.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my bet.
Changed out window seals or sweeps or any of that stuff. Like on the other expedition we have in Florida, I've got to do that, and you literally just have to take the glass completely out. And if you're a glass guy, you're like, what's the problem taking the glass out? That's easy. Yep.
Yeah.
good.
But why couldn't you just roll the window down and then just do the seals while the window's down in the door?
Right. Nope. Can't do that.
So.
What I will say too, and I can sympathize with pretty much every service tech out there, is that they're always cussing the engineering team who made the car.
Yeah.
Half the time when I see service guys working, they're just like, whoever designed this crap is an idiot. And it's like, they made it complicated for a reason. I think manufacturing kind of worldwide has always been about, really not about making it serviceable.
No.
I think that they really, if it was up to manufacturers, they would make it so you would never service it and you'd have to just buy a new one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's old and it's got parts broken? Just buy a new one. That's what we want you to do.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, but this is stupid. I financed, I don't know, what did this van go? Probably for 30, 40 grand back in the 90s.
Probably originally, especially with the
It's
custom
in the
interior.
35s. Yeah. Which at that time was an expensive van. So,
Yeah.
people weren't going to spend that kind of money.
Yep.
This jacket's got to go to the laundry.
Well, thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
Oh my
All
gosh.
right, let's turn it on and see if we can make the windows go up and down.
Okay. Getting the key in the ignition. All right. Dad and I's favorite Corrosion X. That's what he's spraying on everything right now. Corrosion X, please sponsor us.
Yeah, right.
Like, seriously. Oh my gosh, that's the most that window's ever worked. Look at that. That's literally the most that window's ever worked, Dad.
Yeah, so I think we got the right part.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a good view, actually. So you can see the track.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah.
So you can see the entire track. So there's the one wheel, there's the other wheel for that cantilever arm,
Yeah.
and then the other wheel's up here in this arm.
Yeah.
There's a track right here, and that's what they're rolling in.
That's so cool to watch. Wow. That works great.
And it sets on the bumper,
Yeah.
and it goes up. There you go.
Wow. That was absurd.
It's not that hard.
Once
but
you
it's
know.
absurd.
It's
The
absurd.
amount of stupidity you have to go through just to get it to that.
Well, if we had someone or somewhere that said, yeah, you need to go down, unscrew this, get rid of the bumper, go around, we wouldn't have spent half the time being like, how the heck do we do this? And
See,
cutting your
that's why-
hands up.
That's why I was explaining it. It's like you have to go in, down,
Yeah.
around, up this way, flip it around this way, go up this way, flip it down this way, bend that thing around it, sleeve it up between there, work
Yeah.
it over here, drop the window down, slip it into the track, bring it back this way, slip it into this track, bring it up a little bit so this wheel will come up and then it slips into that track. Then you slide the whole thing over, drop it down, get this screw in, then you got to lower the window down so you can get the other bolts in. So
Yeah.
it's easy.
We will
Was that
make,
like 15 steps that we kind of had to magically
Yeah.
invent
And
as we were going.
we'll make a more like just window video when we have to do the driver's side. Like, get Mom to come out and help just film so that you guys can see the whole process.
Yeah, because we probably won't do that until summer when you're back here.
No.
Yeah,
I mean,
'cause that's ridiculous.
this window works.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that one the way it is.
Should I see if this button over here makes that window go up and down?
Yeah.
No.
So that's why we're getting that other thing done
Yeah.
today. So there's possibly a wiring issue over here, but that one over there should make it go. But we were gonna get that switched today.
Yeah.
Do I want to even care about
It's
that?
okay if we don't. It's okay to call it a week with the van.
Yeah. So I might go wash my hands and then we can put all of this back together if I can remember that how to go together.
Okay.
There's a white panel that goes across here,
Yep.
and then take that thing off.
Yeah, you go wash your hands. I'm going to close the curtains on the rest of the windows so that it doesn't sunbake the furniture anymore.
Oh yeah.
As little as possible.
Yeah.
So,
Sounds good.
thanks for your help, Dad. You're
Yeah,
awesome.
so I don't know if you're gonna see any more of us, but this may be it for the thing, at least for this time.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll come back. We'll say bye, but I'll show you the door and we'll put the door all back together.
Yeah.
I'll show you how that looks. But yeah, that was a pain.
It was. Alrighty.
Yeah, we got it done to this point. Good enough.
Good enough.
Yeah. Did we even show you the door when it's finished?
Oh, I don't even know. Oh. Ta-da-da! Look at that.
It's back together.
Look at that. That looks great.
It is back together.
The window
Yeah.
works for the
Goes
first
up and
time.
down, works really good. You know, when grease is not bound up and it's all lubricated, right?
Yep.
It goes up and down. And we only got a little blood of on everything.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Let
I
me
got
tell
the
ya.
tears. You got the blood. I guess.
Is there blood, sweat, and tears? Yes. So, like, doing those. So maybe when we go to do the driver's side one,
Yeah.
we'll do a full actual,
Like, intensive. Yeah.
and you can watch all the cuts appear on my hands. And we'll take it completely down. I'll show you where there's hidden screws in the door panels and all kinds of fun stuff. How to get
Yeah.
these off. The door panel parts are super easy,
Mm-hmm.
and the panels are all the same as what they always were. So, like, it's on this van or on that one back there, they're all the same.
Mm-hmm.
They just have these plywood covers, you know, with fabric and stuff.
Yeah.
But then inside of it, because this was electric, that thing was stupid. That was
Yeah.
stupid.
That's.
And I ended up having to pull a little bit of extra wire through the door sleeve,
Mm-hmm.
because once I finally got it in place, the motor was not in the same exact spot.
Oh,
I
yeah.
needed like an inch and a half more wire, so I had to pull the wire sleeve through.
It was absurd.
Yeah, there was a little bit of ridiculousness. And the whole time, all the pieces of metal are right at, you know, cut you level.
Yeah. Cut you.
Sharp. With that, then, I think we're going to end it for today.
Yeah.
Probably for this next couple of months, but right
Mhm.
now, you know, we've got the charger in there. We've got it all closed up so that sun's not killing all the interior.
As much. It's pretty sun bleached, but keep
Yeah,
it
but
from
not
doing
bad.
more.
We probably could fix that, you know, go to an upholstery guy could probably re-dye it or something if there's
Yeah.
a re-dye. But yeah, so the thing is in about as good a condition as it's going to ever be for a 1992 van of its age,
Mm-hmm.
having gone through its stuff. Facts, we fixed the heater core, we've put the battery monitor charger on it, we've
Radio.
fixed the back, we put a new radio in it, we've done the door window regulator,
Mm-hmm.
we did a bunch of stuff in the dash that we already needed to get done,
Mm-hmm.
plastic welded a bunch of things. I mean, this has been a pretty good time doing a lot on that van,
Yeah.
frankly.
We've really done a lot with it. And
So the next thing is I was looking at the power antenna. We'll
Oh,
probably
yeah.
look at doing that because that'd be kind of fun.
mm-hmm.
Probably need to do the other antenna on the back of it because it's got a secondary radio thing. We'll finish the TV that goes in it from the
Mhm.
90s because we've got that old 12-volt TV in there.
Pretty
We'll
sure
get
it
all
works.
that wired into the system.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put the headphones back in for the passengers to be able to watch TV.
Play
And the TV was a
games.
VCR, so it played VHS cassettes too.
Yeah.
So we'll put all that back together next
It's
time.
just pretty cool.
Yeah. And then
Get the tire rack on the back.
yeah, we'll get the tire rack thing on the back. We'll get that all painted, and we'll have to sandblast it because it came with a plastic coating on it, which
Mm-hmm.
is all peeling off because it's all rusty now. So the rust got in behind the plastic coat, so we'll need to take that off. So we'll have to take that to get sandblasted. We'll polish up all the chrome on the surround, put the tire on the back.
Mm-hmm.
Still kind of looking for an aluminum
Ladder.
ladder rack to go, or ladder to go on the back of
Yeah.
it still.
Which
I
would be
found those
fun.
from time to time. Maybe I grab one when we're in Florida. I found a couple in Florida. and
Florida,
never did
yeah.
grab them. So yeah, maybe I'll take a look here this afternoon and see if I can find some of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's the ladder rack, the tire rack,
The driver window.
driver window regulator, which does work, but we need to replace the switches on that, which right around 5 o'clock today, I need to go get that other switch we ordered.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lock and the window switches don't work on that driver's side,
Mm-hmm.
which frankly shouldn't be that hard to do.
No.
Might do that here in the next couple of days when you're gone.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah,
There's
and then
a-
the blind. We have a blind we gotta fix. But
Oh,
like,
yeah.
there's just the little details.
It's got
It
a
runs.
day-night blind.
Yeah.
So we're almost to 100% on this thing.
In the
And
brake
again, we're not like fully restoring it,
No.
restoring it. Oh, and then yeah, the stupid brake
light.
light. So that might just be, it might be something
Fluid or
stupidly
something.
complicated, like a busted brake line in the back, or it could be, you know, the brakes are needing to get done. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, and I do know that to change the battery, you have to undo the brake line fluid. to get to the battery.
Yeah.
And so it's possible maybe there was just some bubble that got in there and freaked it out.
Well, and years ago we did the proportioning valve, which I had to find a custom-made proportioning valve because nobody makes that anymore for these. So, and that has a wire sensor to it, so that could be an issue. Like maybe there's just not enough fluid for the rear. So that's the other thing too, is when you look at the brake vacuum thing in the master cylinder, it has a front reservoir and a back reservoir. The back reservoir is for the front brakes, and the front reservoir is for the back brakes.
Okay.
Just so you know. And then the front reservoir actually looked low, so I bet that's part of it, which could be indicative of the brakes in the back need to be done, finished. So like the pads are getting too short, or the shoes, because I don't know if it's drums or rotors.
I was about to say, I don't know which one they are.
Yeah, so it could mean that those rear brakes are bad and need to be done. It also could mean that so on these vans, they didn't have, what is it called, analog brakes on all the way around. They only had analog brakes on the rear end.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So the rear end would analog brake up, and there was one little module for the analog brake thing in the side, kind of where we were messing with all the alarm and all that stuff. So that could be that I inadvertently unplugged something, or I got a loose wire.
It could be loose, because it didn't turn on until a little bit later when we were driving.
Yeah, so it turned on when I turned the headlights on. So it's all in that same kind of area. So I wonder if, like, I don't know. See, retarded things happen for retarded reasons. But
we're going to figure it out.
So we're going to figure it out. We'll get to it. It's an ongoing process. If you have a van like this, I know you guys could probably sympathize with how stupid this is, that there's no information online.
Yeah.
Nobody tells you how to do it. They're all like, oh, it's the same as a K
so
truck.
Easy. Yeah.
It's the same as a C1500. No, it is not. So G Series vans have a lot more ridiculous stuff, and I think all the G Series Vandura guys out there from the 70s and 80s and 90s, I think they're all quiet, either because they got burned and they hate it, and so they ran their car off a cliff.
Oh, yeah.
Or they think that their secret knowledge is not going to get passed on, or none of those guys actually ever did the work. They always handed it over to the shop.
Mechanic.
Yeah. Oh, I just took it to the dealer. Yeah. I took it back to my upfitter. Yeah.
The guy who made it the way I wanted it. Yeah.
If I'm wrong,
tell
me I'm wrong. But otherwise, make some videos to show people how to do this, because that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it would have helped.
If these are going to go, if people are going to continue to drive these vans into the future, because I've got a 77 sitting right behind the camera, we've got this 92 sitting here. If these are going to go into the future, people need to know how to work on them. And if you're just keeping all the information secret,
then they're going to die. And these vans are so cute. I like these vans.
The van?
Yeah.
The van is really great.
It's awesome. Like, every time, Mom, I've been navigating life, figuring out if I needed to sell it or not. And every time I'm, like, away from it, I'm like, yeah, maybe I could. And then I get back, I'm like, but it's so cool.
Yeah.
And now I have a reason I can keep it, because I might need it. So.
Yeah, and maybe later this summer, see how it's all black, blanked out white? We'll probably paint some trim colors and stripes and stuff on it.
That's what I would like to do.
Yeah, stripes across the front, around the back, around the side, and then maybe up angle. Because like in the 90s and the 80s and 90s, it was kind of cool to have lines follow the pattern and then boom, go up,
shoot
angle.
Up, yeah.
So that would be kind of fun.
And I want to do like boat paint, so it's all sparkly.
Oh yeah, so lowrider paint with all the
lowrider
sparkle
paint.
fleck in it.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
It would be really cool.
Yeah.
So, thanks for joining us this week. Because honestly, I think this might be what a vlog. I don't know. And all the craziness that we've done. And we'll see you next time. And Jesus loves you. And yeah, subscribe and like the video.
All right. See you then. Bye.